I know a thing or two about pirate games. As a kid, I spent several hours playing Pirates of the Caribbean Online, which actually seems to have been rebooted after shutting down. I played Pirates of the Caribbean on the PS2. Look at this game. Wow. Holy shit! Look at these graphics. Anyway, I first bought Sea of Thieves sometime around 2020, but to be honest, it's a bit hard to remember anything from around that time. I couldn't have played it for more than about 12 hours. Recently, the game went on sale, and two of my friends picked it up, one who had already played it from the Xbox Game Pass, and one who had never played Sea of Thieves before. I also had a few other friends who already had the game, and I've gotten to put some more hours into it recently. Here's the main thing about Sea of Thieves that impresses me. From the first time I've played it, till now years later, it is the pirate game. It's got everything I could really hope to get out of a pirate game, and there really isn't a replacement for it. Sea of Thieves' cartoony art style pairs perfectly with the sense of whimsy and adventure that the game has at its core. It knows exactly what kind of game it is, and it's not a serious one. It's silly and goofy, from the idea of role-playing as a band of musical pirates, all the way to the concept of the brig. This game is a lighthearted adventure at sea, and I think that works much better than a pirate game that would try to take itself too seriously. To me, Sea of Thieves is the next logical step up from playing Pirates in the Yard as a kid, and it captures that ideal perfectly. This is what it was like to be a pirate as a child, fully realized. One of the big standouts for me with Sea of Thieves is that in a world filled of FOMO Battle Pass games all vying for your attention, attempting to keep you glued to the screen and addicted to the idea of, if you don't do this now, you never can, Sea of Thieves doesn't really apply that pressure on you. Sure, it has a Battle Pass with seasonal rewards, but it follows an approach to Battle Passes similar to a game like Deep Rock Galactic. Another fantastic game, by the way, I've talked about it a bit before. A lot of Sea of Thieves Battle Pass items eventually make their way to the game to be earned. If you miss out on a season because you have life going on and couldn't make time, no worries. I really appreciate games that take this approach to things. Games are a source of fun. You shouldn't be stressing to make time for fun. If I don't have my fun right now, I'll never be able to get it again. It's a wild thing that games have started doing more and more in recent years. But what about the actual gameplay? As far as I can tell, nothing has really changed at its core in the years since I first played. Take quests, go to islands, get loot, sell, repeat. For me, the brilliance in the gameplay is the idea that at any moment, who knows what could happen. Sometimes, the choice is yours. Your crewmate calls from high upon the crow's nest that they see sails out west, and your helmsman turns the wheel without hesitation. Other times, the choice is not yours. That ominous music kicks in, and suddenly a megalodon is charging your ship, or a kraken's giant tentacles pop out of the water ready to decimate you. My personal favorite is when the ghost ship pops up out of the water and you're thrown into naval combat without warning. I really can't express how happy that one makes me. Even if everything stays on track, you've made a plan to do a quest, go to an island, find the treasure, and get it back to an outpost safely, the game is just so fun. I would personally say the game is the most fun with other people, the more friends the better. This is definitely a game where you can make your own fun. Playing music together on the way to your next stop, having a crewmate get so drunk they throw up on the captain only to lock that crewmate in the brig for their offense. There can be a lot of fun in solo slooping, don't get me wrong. It's more pressure, all jobs are yours. When you call all hands on deck, there will be only 2 hands. But in this struggle, there is a lot of reward. Knowing you're a pirate that can brave the sea and get it done all on your own is a completely valid way to play. Personally, I've really enjoyed the multi-part quests with friends. My favorite version of a quest is easily the one where you solve different parts of riddles to get the treasure. When it's just a map with an X, I tend to get turned around. I'm good with directions in real life, not so much in this game, I guess. Killing the captain's quests are good too. I've even done quests to find sunken ships on trade routes. There's actually a whole thing with huge sunken ruins that blew me away when I played recently. I don't remember this being in the game years ago, but maybe I just missed them. You can swim so deep down that even people who aren't scared of the ocean might start to get second thoughts. I've really enjoyed the PvP too. To me, the pinnacle experience in a pirate game. There's nothing like getting in a naval combat and sending another ship and its crew down to the icy depths. What usually happens is someone boards my ship and we end up sinking, but you lose some, you lose some. One of the things that is pretty genius is the fact that gold is really meaningless. To be fair, all items in games are to a degree meaningless, but in Sea of Thieves, gold really buys cosmetics and pets, and that's really it. So while it might feel bad to lose a big haul of gold, your progress isn't halted in any real way. Sea of Thieves remains the peak of pirate gameplay. It's an extremely fun playground on the open ocean and easily one of the best games to play with a group of friends. Every time I check this game out, it's always boasting its 24-hour peak of concurrence on Steam, and it keeps about 1/3 of its max concurrence at all times. For an online game at this level, which is in such a niche, it's incredibly impressive. I mentioned before that the game was on sale. It's only $20 for a game with free updates and an active community, with a concept and style that's just unbeatable. If you've ever wanted to try the game out or have a friend who doesn't have it but would like it, the deal ends in about 24 hours, so go and get it before then, but it does seem to go on sale pretty often. I would say it's worth full price though, to be fair. And they aren't paying me to say that. Although if they want to. Hey, Metallic Rock here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/MetallicRock or on Twitter at MetallicRock_, links in the description. Tell me about your favorite things that have happened in Sea of Thieves in the comments, or if you know of any other swashbuckling game that's good enough to go against it, let me know. I've got more gaming content coming with my eyes set to play Lies of P next, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and subscribe. Peace out.